Jessica Grecco, and I speak to the dead. I've had this ability ever since I was a little girl, and I want to share my journey with you, presenting life as a medium, the veil between us.
I don't know. So, I mean, we're going to where? Jennette, to Joe Miller's coffee shop in Jennette, Pennsylvania. And, like, I've been there before, and I've done mediumship readings, like, for, like, groups of people down there and stuff. And I remember I kept getting interrupted by, like, this little boy and stuff. Like, a spirit of a little boy who kept, like, coming into the one back area. And I remember I kept picking up on it, like, all the time. So, I mean, and then months passed, right? And then Joe calls me back, and she's like, hey, like, you know, Carrie, who works here, like, is a little freaked out, a little scared. I keep going straight, right?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, like, she's, like, freaked out, and, like, maybe, like, we want to know what's going on, right? So we're just going to go, and I met up with PSST Paranormal. I hope I said that right. But we're going to meet them. And this is the first time we're ever meeting them. And we're going to see what happens. They're bringing equipment and straight.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I know where we're at. Oh my gosh. I know where we're at. I drive this all the time. How did I not realize where I was? Okay. Wow. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to go meet up with this paranormal team, and we're going to see what happens. And we have Jess, we have Heather, we have her husband, and a third person on their team. I'm not sure of his name yet. And then Joe, the owner of Miller's Coffee Shop, is going to be there. And also Carrie, the person who has been picking up on all this paranormal activity. And then also another woman named Denise. So we're going to go talk to them, and we're going to see what happens.
I'm Joe Miller. I own Miller Coffee Roasters in Jennette at 107 South 2nd Street.
I'm Carrie Chicklow. I'm an employee here. And Fred.
Oh, yes. And our other friend.
I was Fred first.
I'm Denise Tuccarello, and I also am an employee here.
Well, I've known Jess from other events that we've had, so I felt familiar with her and comfortable calling her with this situation.
I see shadows and I hear footprints. Things will just pop out of like nowhere, like the cat balls or something. You turn around and it's there, and it's like that wasn't there before. Like things appear and disappear. You can hear footprints banging, and I usually tell them not today, because that is my words that I use all the time when I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with things. It's not today, which I say quite a bit every day. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm oblivious to most of that. I do notice if I'm behind my cash register and I look up, I will see a figure walk from this side of the street
Constant.
right
Yes.
past here, but they never make it past the door. So it's like their body disappears when I walk in here. Poof, they're gone. You never see them go this way, and that happens a lot. Daily.
There's, and I don't know if it's like a residual effect. I don't like. You'll just catch a color of somebody walking, not like sprinting, just like casual walking. But I've also caught it where it came this way, came to the door, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I stop what I'm doing. I'm getting ready for somebody to come in, and like I look out, and there's like
Nobody there.
There's nobody. Like, and when you stick out here, you can see left or right if there's somebody. So it's just.
I don't know what it was before I bought it. It was actually empty for many, many years. But the Historical Society in Jennette did some research on it. And at one point in the early 1900s, Rebecca Beaumont owned it. She was a milliner. So she made the fancy hats, and she would curl the feathers. And her shop, I believe, was in the front of the store, and her husband sold pianos out of the back of the store. And they lived upstairs, and I believe she had two sisters also that were seamstresses that lived upstairs as well. That's about all I know of businesses or occupants of the building.
about the other side?
This one,
Yeah.
it was J-Town Kitchen recently. Little restaurant, little tiny mom and pop restaurant.
But wasn't there something that happened like a long time ago? Am I wrong?
Well, they were vacant for many years. I think there were lots of squatters. That's what I was told.
Because the vibration in there is really strong too. But as long as there, it seems like if you acknowledge it, when I walk in, I always say hola, or I say hello, and they're, I don't want to say less quiet, they're less
Active.
they're less active because like you're acknowledged, which is, I mean, they've messed with the speakers, they changed the channels on the radio, like they want to listen to country
All the time!
we don't like country.
None of us like country.
I thought you did that as a joke.
No, remember that day you came out and you said, "What's with the country?"
Yeah.
And Jeff and I just looked at you and we're like, "We didn't
Okay,
do
so that I didn't know about. Like I said, I'm clueless.
No.
I live in a tree and I'm in my head working a lot.
We're jamming with something, and all of a sudden, like, and it's like, what the? And then the one time, like, really oldies, like, music came on, like, from like the 1940s or the 50s, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
they're
no,
okay,
no, no,
they're
no, not no. Like, go play it in the other room because it's you're jamming with one thing, and then all of a sudden, it doesn't go silent to nothing. It just switches. It just switches. There's no static, no nothing.
And 90% of the time, it's from her phone or my phone, and it's our Pandora station. And like, it doesn't happen at home.
Yeah.
It happens here. But believe it or not, I can honestly say sometimes when I'm here, I do sing, and it's pretty mellow. I think I can either scare it away or make it happy. I haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
My name is Heather, but from our paranormal team, I go by Six. And this is my husband,
John, and I go by Gates.
and we are the two founders of the Paranormal Search and Shenanigans team based out of North Huntington, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we're really excited to be here with Jess. We're going to help her out with her investigation of Miller Coffee Roasters here in Jennette, Pennsylvania. So we're really excited to be here and help to support her and get some evidence to back up what she's feeling.
Because when I was here last, this is where I encountered the child.
Up to 71 degrees in here. It was only 62 in here earlier.
I was asking her the age because
60. I don't know what. Do run.
that's going off.
Yes, it is.
I'm just trying to see if I'm a little.
Are you waiting for Jess to come back in to talk to you? Can you go back close to that red circle again? And make that red circle go off? You were just able to do it, so I know you're able to.
I'm going over here. And I'm just gonna camp out for a minute. He's like touching the top of my head. He's standing right here. And he's touching the top of my head with his right hand. He's showing me a symbol for cancer or long-term illness. I heard take me out to the ball game and I'm getting severe head pain again. Severe head pain.
Does it tell you how old he was? That means there's something close to it.
Yeah, so I'm getting like intense chills all over my body. Cardiac arrest. Head pain. There's something of the blockage of the blood, like blood flow issues going on. He just said my name, Jessica. I've been waiting for you. I heard set me free again.
Tide came through the obelisk before. Are you tied to this building somehow?
follow me home, take me home, something along those lines.
You said you were here before?
I was. He's shown me this like ring as well. I heard she did not marry me. She didn't marry me. Not good enough.
Are you waiting for her to come back to you here?
Yes.
That's why you feel tied here.
I feel like I'm going through his energy and what happened to him at the same time. Getting severe head stuff, severe throat stuff, severe chest stuff going on. Horizon. Ocean. I feel like I'm like vomiting. Like, I feel like whoever this gentleman was had a long-term illness that he fought with, and I feel like it was like cancer or some degenerative thing. Oh my god. Are you serious?
The lyrics to that song, it's a song by an obscure band called Voice Avenue, and the lyrics are on. She had it for our anniversary. They're above our bed.
Oh my god.
On the wall.
Are you kidding me?
No. And I didn't think of that until you said "Marry Me," and I'm like, I learned that song to play to her.
Yes. That's a confirmation.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that's insane. Wow. Okay.
Can you touch one of the other devices?
I mean, that thing is going off.
Yeah.
Who's Kenny? Kevin, Kenny, K. Here, I'm here.
Like it's like a.
Alright, do you want me to reset it?
Yeah. Why don't you reset it and we'll see.
Alright.
Who was in the mirror when she was recording in the bathroom? I'm seeing a vision of a man. I don't know if it's the same one yet, but I'm seeing a vision of a man who's like intoxicated. And he's an older gentleman who passed. Oh. This is a new person. This is 100% a new person. Honestly, what I'm getting is someone who's like intoxicated and who potentially like killed themselves. All I see is like someone like laying their head like this and like blood's dripping down their side of their face.
Look. The cat ball's going off on the corner. See it?
Mm-hmm. Do you want us to move in there? Are you trying to tell us to move?
It went
Yeah,
off
tapped
again.
it. Yeah, tapped it
It
again.
stopped and started.
Let's go in there.
Okay. That was pretty cool.
That's interesting because she said we could go in the basement.
She said sell it. It said seller speed. Now that cap all went off because I put it there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What? Who are you? Who are you?
You can also talk to this little device over here. You can use it to say words and we can understand what you're saying. I'm assuming that there's a reason you want us to go in the cellar. Are you able to tell us what that reason is?
That's where it ended.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Or was that you?
That was me.
That was you? Okay. That's where it ended.
Here is, I think, remember you asked where that other door went. I think this is that other door.
Oh, really?
There's a door at the top of these stairs.
That's interesting.
Closed. Maybe
Because-
that was trying to tell you to come down.
That's interesting. That makes sense. This does feel like it was like in the past, and I'm getting like weird pain in my neck that's coming down into my throat. I feel like this person potentially was either murdered or they took their own life. Something very violent happened to them down here.
The ovilist said homicide.
Earlier.
And it was saying cellar.
Oh my god. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
Hey guys, so I'm in Kansas City on a work trip for Charlotte Roos, where I work. So I have Jess, her husband Brian, and Heather and John from Paranormal, and they're doing an evidence review on Joe Miller's coffee shop, and I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna get. So I'm out here in Kansas City. This is my last full day of work, and then tomorrow I work for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna fly back to Pennsylvania. So I'm excited to kind of like see what they get. It's kind of been an adventure out here, and I miss my PA family, but that was just right now actually. So alright guys, I will see you soon, and let's find out what they found.
Here we go. All right, so start this off. Jess had started to pick up on another entity that was coming through. So as she's going through, we were to pick up some additional kind of, shall I say, unidentified UAPs, aerial phenomenon, if we're part of the alien realm.
I'm seeing a vision of a man. I don't know if it's the same one yet. But I'm seeing a vision of a man who's like intoxicated. And he's an older gentleman who passed.
It'll come out from behind her head
This is a new person.
and then cross in
This is
front.
100% a new person. Honestly, what I'm getting is someone who's like intoxicated.
There we go. There's our first orb, and then the second one crossing in front.
Is someone who's like
Goes across her face, and then another one
Across
goes
her
directly across her face.
Killed himself.
potentially
All I
Look. The cat ball's going off on the corner.
Now, we positioned that cat ball over in an adjacent room, and we just sat that one there, and if you see over here, we sat multiples on this table,
When you forget,
and
stopped and started.
they had not gone off.
It had been 10 minutes
Yes,
probably. And
easily.
this one, rewind that. Or go to the end again.
Yeah.
It actually stops and then starts again, which is even more rare. Like, it's not like it accidentally went off. So if you set that off, that ball it'll go off for about 10 seconds and then reset itself.
So here we go again.
So it's going off, and then it stops for a second, and then goes again, which means there was still movement.
Stopped, and now it went off again.
It went off again. It stopped and started.
So something obviously has touched that, and that cat ball did not go off the entire night we were there, with the exception of that time,
Correct. And no one was near it.
because we were all in the other room.
Correct.
Themselves in the bathroom.
Hey, I'm hearing "Marry Me" again. That song, "Marry Me." Marry me today and every day. Even if he didn't know that song, he's talking.
That's how he proposed to me.
Really?
I sang her that song.
Oh my god.
What did she say before that?
I'm hearing
What did you say that it asked you to do? Front.
Find Me.
That's another song.
That's
Oh my god.
the lyrics to that song. It's a song by an obscure band called Boyce Avenue, and the lyrics are on. She had it for our anniversary. They're above our bed
Oh my
on the wall.
god. Are you kidding?
No, and I didn't think of that until you said "Marry Me," and I'm like, I learned that song to play to her.
And there's our REM pod hit.
Yeah.
Like, whether something was trying to
Confirm. Thank you.
give us further supporting evidence that they were here, there's no way. Again, we've never met Jess before. This was the first time we've ever interacted with her. There's no way she would have known how he proposed to me. There's no way that she would know the song "Find Me" from Boyce Avenue and know how significant that is in our relationship, that's above our bed. But then to have the REM pod hit when it did,
Mm-hmm.
that's a variety of different things that really gives us some validation to something was genuinely coming through.